And you can see her. Good. Because you know how the film's going to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good.
That's my boss, the blonde woman.
Your boss?
We call her the sergeant.
Yes, my boss is in the coffee too.
Stop for photo stops somewhere on the route, so you can come as close to the glacier. Right-hand side here, you cross the bridge to go up to one of the glaciers called Superhelm Glacier, and we saw that on the film as well. Hvor mange sånne bretunger har du på Jostolven? Er det 11-12?
Jeg er ikke sikker, det er jeg for så mange, men...
Ja. 11, 12, maybe. You saw what a minute you saw the name. Yeah. Hello, darling. Vanhelle?
Bøye.
Bøye?
Ja, bøye på det.
Bøye?
Ja, vi kjører bort til den.
Hvordan er det med sne her om vinteren? Er det ganske mye her inne?
Det er veldig mye normalt.
Ja.
Bøye på det.
You saw on the sign there on the right, Bøye, Brian. Bøye. Difficult to pronounce. Bøye, Brian. Brian, it means glacier. A lot of snow.
Darling.
get in there? Hurry. Up. Okay, you guys.
It's raining.
I don't know what else to do. Okay. I let my finger off. It's actually still going. What do I do to stop it?
Push the red button again.
Why don't, okay, go ahead. You do it.
Record there.
Og Bøya Glacier.
Say that again.
Bøya Glacier. B, Ø, this funny letter then, the O with the strike. Y, U, and then either A or M at the end. It depends. I see some places it's written Bøya, some Bøyu. And now we are going through the tunnel, and then we will make another stop at the other side of the tunnel.
Keep your eyes open.
Maintenance work, as they will be on the road. So in that way it's much cheaper. So, yep. On the blue sign that we are coming to now. But it's not very far from the lake down to the sea level. So now we are in the community called Jølster. Goats on the signs here. Did you see the goats on the left hand?
There.
Oh, there's more of them.
There are more of them here on the left hand.
Okay, look out. Wait.
Oh, they saw the truck come when they go out there.
Not from the goats. Yeah.
Over there we got the tape. It's called well, the cool here. That's from the
Yeah.
cool. It's just
Here's one.
I bet you this is their barn.
I think their home is here on the right hand side.
More of them.
know, these fancy people are sitting around.
What's the name of this town? How do you say it?
Skei,
Skei? We're in Skei for lunch.
Skei Norge.
Skei Norge, I hope so.
Norge. Norge.
Norge.
You say Shay?
Skei.
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 Say, Skei. Say, Skei.
Hade tjej, hade kunnat.
We're gonna shave today.
Då har vi Marie namn.
You want to see Lincolnberry Jam? That's what it looks like.
What, where is it? In the bowl or sitting on the chair?
Outshot. That's Stigman.
I know.
Han är Stigman. Detta.
Jeg har ikke vært der, jeg tror ikke jeg vil dit heller. Men jeg har jo liksom hørt om det.
Smila.
The year goes by and they came out with an easier version. So I called them up. I said, I see you came down with a dumbed down version. He says, yes, but it's not dumbed down enough for you and mine. So this is, so don't feel bad.
We're not the only ones. I'm glad you do too. It's not dumbed down enough. You're doing my girlfriend. Why was she similar?
So it's a very interesting game. And some Greece
Gotta be because they shut it going slow.
There's the one that's 8 minus 1 is 7. Shoo.
No, you said there was 8 would be enough for 7 of us. I said, yeah, 7 is.
Here's Tina.
We're having dinner at the Shea Hotel in Fjordland, just beyond the Justedal Glacier.
Oh, look at them all eating here.
Is that milk the goat?
This is the view from the Kvikne Hall Hotel in Balestrand. It's Thursday evening. Tomorrow we leave on our final day of the cruise as such. We'll be going for a cruise on the fjord, then we catch the Plum Railroad, then we catch the Bergen Railroad, and we'll be at Bergen at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. That's Friday evening, the 19th.
It's big. And it's plus. Right. And her husband.
Johnny heter jeg. Jeg er Nina Mons.
I don't know how they're going to do that.
They did go get together. If you run out, I'll go get it.
Yeah, you said that last time.
No, I said,
I named you.
yeah, didn't you? Couple of
His father and her father, they are my cousins. And they are very pretty.
These we bought them. This is my husband's brother Garland. It's my sister Darlene and her husband Arnold.
Hi.
And then we have his other brother Dwayne and his wife Martha. We're all from the United States. Minneapolis, Colorado, North Dakota. North Dakota. The three of us. And my husband, you met him.
Sir?
Where did they come from? How far?
The ocean.
I think he went to market with it. I think he's gonna go down with dummy.
I'm going to go get some salad with me.
Jag är förberedd på krig. Nej, men jag pratade och de med här sattes ute och människor och jag är det på den gången. Ja. Ja, förlåt. Väldigt ung. Jag är inte så ung, men det var den är inte ung.
Det är så många som tar sig av dem här.
Ja, de äter jag också ung. Ja.
I didn't follow all of that.
You know, Pierre Elefsplass,
Okay.
your second cousin.
He wrote to me.
Yes.
You're probably
And this-
right.
My
No,
girl is written his sister.
yes. Pierre Elefsplass is the father of the
Smila.
And
Här, nu ska vi suga kost. Vi spiser i Norge.
But he's got a light on.
We're going to be in the movies. Candid Camera. Well,
very nice to meet you.
bye-bye. Bye. Nice trip.
Thank you.
Tarmaro.
Ja, tack.
Don't stay up too late now.
Yes, mother. Yes, nice to meet you. Yes.
We do.
Of the tour, we'll be going on the fjord across, and then we'll be having a smorgasbord lunch before we board the Flom railroad train ride, and tonight we'll be in Bergen. It's been rainy, foggy, misty, but I guess that's quite normal for this area. This is in front of the St. Olaf Church in Balleston. It's our hotel in the background.
This is a view from the kitchen. The breakfast room, I should say, not the kitchen, the breakfast room at the hotel in Balleston. I had to take a few pictures when the sun was out. Looks like it may be gone here in a little while. This is our final day here. We'll be leaving today by ship and then on to the Plum Railroad and then catch the railroad to Bergen. We're now on our boat, ready to go on our final cruise before we board the Plum Railroad. And the sun is out at least part ways. We're on our way.
More leg. Can somebody? Jesus Christ! I don't know what you want on this, but I want to.
This one is going.
It's going?
Yeah, you look. No, you look.
Look on the other end. You gave this job to the wrong person. Do I have to push a button?
No, it's going.
Turn it around. We're over here. All right, this is an action shot. Ahoy! Yeah? Somebody's poking my back. Okay. Now what?
Over there, take one of us.
Over there, take one of us.
I'll probably never see my camera again.
I want nothing to do with these cameras. How did you get the job? I don't know. Behind you. I guess I looked like a professional. I didn't turn it off. You don't want me swinging around.
Red button again.
Red button. Red button. Red button.
Lady sitting down there.
Yeah, they surely do.
What's up?
The people watching it probably won't enjoy
line up.
That's it, better.
Oh, that's good.
That's so important.
That's a good shot.
That's great.
Oh, they're always showing off.
This is different.
The colors don't look like we're navy, white, light. Navy, white.
This couple, right?
Thank you.
Oh, and I like it being video. This has been a very nice tour. I've seen a lot of waterfalls. No! I can't.
You won't believe this, but we are stopping at a town to pick up food for a smorgasbord. That's again more food we'll be eating again in an hour or so.
I'm at him.
It's me, lad.
lot of times. Crawl up there and that cookie tip, but then you go, oh yeah. Oh, up there. Did you see those birds? No. They've been riding along for a long time. I didn't know you could get walking up there. One man holding a hand up with the seatbelt and then come down to the window. He gets the people knocked out the people by the tail.
That's the stuff where I got left. Oh, okay.
Hello. Hello.
Are we rocking?
We'll be here for 3/4 of an hour. And then you want to take this photo, maybe you should try to do it here. So at 1:30 we start.
I think it's $25.
No. You're not a group? Oh. The group is coming. Do you belong to the boat? No. No.
We are. We're the boat people.
You are the boat people?
Yeah.
Yes. But they were English, so you can... Yeah. Yeah. Just take a seat and I will tell you a little bit about the church. How many are you? Do you know?
28. 28.
Not everyone there. Yeah.
Someone pulled a no-no and went shopping, they were told no.
Well, that's their tough luck. Yep. Oops. The noise was on.
This is small. We don't have a pulpit.
Desk is stolen? I think I'm not quite right, but desk is stolen?
Down below. Yeah, but down below, that's something that
What do you mean?
I don't think they're old. No, I don't think they're old.
Church. And this church is the smallest one in Northern Europe. It's from 1147, but not the whole church you may see today is so old. It's only what you can see. Do you all speak English?
Yes.
Yeah? That part which is so old is only what you can see from this corner and back to this one. So this room is going to be 851 years. This room, as we call the choir in Norway, this is the choir number 2. The first choir were very small, and why they took it away, well, we don't know, but maybe because it was so small. And as I just have told you, that the first church just went to here. But you can see that here has been a wall from here into there. And you can also see that these staves are black. So this has been outside from the beginning of. And here were no rooms. But you can see we have 4 of these. And that is for the church tower. Because right up here are 2 bells. And this is one of the few churches that you stay inside and call the bells. And you do it by these. And in the corner you can also see a bell. And that bell is from the time when the church was built. So it's going to be 851 years. And we used it all the time to 1993. Then we have to buy a new one. So right up here now is one bell from 1993 and one bell from 1853. Do you understand? Yeah?
Sure. Did that one hang outside them someplace, or was it a...
No, that one was right up here until 1993.
Oh,
Then when they
okay.
got a
It
new
was-
one, they placed it there instead of just through it.
But on the original part, when it was just this much of the
Yeah,
church.
from here and there.
Yeah, where was the bell then? It wasn't
It's
there
here
then.
because the tower were here. It was outside the church, but now it's inside the church. And in the middle of the 1700th century, it was very popular to make galleries in the church. And we do have even have had one in these. Because you see on the wall, we have 2 marks there. And 2 marks on the other side here. So we do think that here has been a gallery from here and up. And with a ladder from the middle of here and up. And all the young people were sitting there. But in 1862 they took it away. Why? Well, we actually don't know, but maybe because we needed more space. And we also have had a fountain. Do you understand a fountain? Yeah? And when our fountain were always standing right inside of the door. But they also took it away in 1862. But we do still need a fountain. So from 1862 we use this one. Because if you see on the first bench, we have some rings there. So we put this one in the rings, and with this one like this. So this is our fountain now. And in here you might see a lion. And we do think that that lion were our sign from the time when we were in union with Denmark and Sweden. And we were there until 1814. And we also think that this might be a gift for the church from the inhabitants in the village in the 1700th century. We're not quite sure, but we do think so. And in 1862, the same year as they took away the gallery and the fountain, they also painted the church white outside and even inside. Everything was white, and even this one. Why they did that, well, we don't know. But in 1962, 100 years after, we wanted to take away the white paint because we didn't know what was under. We wondered, there should be something. What was it? So, when they took away 3 levels of white paint, what you can see on the wall now appeared. And these roses are typical Renaissance rose because of the black line around it. And the time after Renaissance is the Baroque. And the Baroque is much more glamorous than this one. And in the ceiling was also quite white, but now you can see about 800 stars, 19 angels, Adam and Eve, and the devil. And you may especially see the angels and the stars in here. This pulpit do say 1696. We do think it was painted in 1696, but it might be 100 years older because of the way it's built. But not older than from 1536 when the Reformation. Because when the Reformation, there were no pulpits in the church at all. So this has been made between 1536 and 1696. And if you see this lamp, this one is quite special. They never found anyone like that in Scandinavia, but they do find one in a cluster in South Germany. So we do think it maybe comes from there. And we also do think it maybe be a hunting trophy because of the animals. And you may also see a lady up there. So we might think she might be Diana, a kind of a saint hunting. And we do think it might be from the 1600th century. And when we get married, we have our own bench for that. This is our married bench. We just put it in front of the altar. So when we get married, we were sitting, not standing, which is quite usual. And you can even see that we have our hearts here. And as I said in the beginning, that the oldest part of the church is from 1147. And this one says 1647. We do think that this was a gift for to the church when the church were 500 years. And it were in 1647. And we also might see a he name. So we might think that maybe he has given this for the church, or he was maybe a rich person and had given a lot of money for the church in that time. So maybe that's why he has got a name there. And in that time, everyone were farmers, and every farm had their own sign. So we do think that this might be the sign for his farm. We're not quite sure, but we do think so. And this is the old kneeling. I don't know what you call it, but do you understand? Yeah. Do you understand? Yeah. Yes. And this candle over there, this one says anno, the other one 1702. And since he said anno, that means from that year in one and the year in another. This belongs together. We can also see the initials for 4 persons. So we do think that this might be a gift for the church from these 4 persons in 1702. And the picture on the altar, we do think it was painted by a local man in the 1700th century. We're not quite sure, but we do think so. And I don't know if you will see that, but you might see a fish up there, up by the ceiling. Do you see that? Kind of a fish, which is lying like this. That fish is a very old symbol for Christus. And if you see there has been something. We do think there has been a hole for the lepers, because the lepers were not clean enough to get in the church, so they just have to stay outside and look in. We do think. And we also do think that this church has been moved, because we have a straight line. I'm sorry? Here. Do you see the straight line? And sometimes it don't fit. And we also have the same line on this side. Do you see that?
Yes.
Yeah? It don't fit there either. So maybe this church has been moved. It has been standing in another place. We don't know. Or it just has sunk. Well, we don't know. And we also have something called church graffiti. Because if you see in that area which is not painted, there, you may see a kind of a person. And we also do have something there. No, there. There, yeah. That's a kind of animal. And the experts do say that those persons who built the church have also done it. So this graffiti might be 851 years. Any questions?
Guys, is it painted on wood?
No, that's a kind of a, not wood, kind of a paper or something.
Is the church used today?
Yeah, this is a quite normal church. We use it, there's a service 1 Sunday in a month, because we have 1 priest and 4 churches. So that's why only 1 Sunday in a month. But here are weddings, confirmations, children are baptized. This is a quite normal church. Yeah. So we just ask if you wonder something.
How long are the services?
How long? About 1 hour? Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Does the priest go to each church once a month?
Yeah, and that's why only 1 Sunday in a month here, because he had to go to 4 churches. Yeah.
Can't you get more priests? Are they
No,
short
well,
supply?
it's not necessary with more.
Don't want every Sunday.
No, because we never have had more than 1 priest. It's a long time ago since we have only 1 priest for this church. For a very long time ago, from the beginning of, it was a very big area belonged to this church, not only this village. It was all the whole Norway. Have you heard about that? Norway. There's a very long fjord not far away from here, and all the way up to Vass belonged to this church. So then we had our own priest. But when the part to us, when they got to us, and when they got their own church in Norway, there was only this village who belonged to this church. So from that time, we only get 1 priest.
So do you meet here without a priest on Sunday?
No, there's no service on the other, only one. So there's nothing the other Sundays. No.
How many people are living here?
About 130 are living in this village right now.
They pretty much all belong to this church.
Yeah, they belong to this church. Yeah. Yeah.
That pretty much answered my question. So each Sunday, everybody goes to the same church? You
Well,
don't belong to one of the four, you...
Well, you can't go to, because in this community we have one in Aurland, one in Flom, this one, and one in Nærøyfjorden called Bakka. You can, if you want to go to Bakka, you can go to Bakka, yeah.
But this is the only church in this community?
Yeah. In
Right
this
here,
village,
in this
yeah,
village.
yeah. There's only one. We only need one. So, yeah.
Is this a state church then?
Yeah, this is the Stave Church, and why they got the name Stave Church is because of the way it's built. Yeah, because I said that the oldest part is just from this corner and back to that. So here has been a corner once, and why they call it a Stave Church is because of the staves in the corners. And between the corners, the plank, can I say that? They were standing, not lying, because the opposite way of building houses is what we call in Norway lofte technique. Maybe you have seen old houses, it's just like this in the corners. That's the opposite way to build house. Here everything is standing, especially in the corners. That's why it got the name Stave Church.
Can we take pictures?
Yeah, you can take pictures, yes.
And the place are standing.
Yeah, the original here. No, they were like this. Yeah, they were like this. Yeah. Because the rooms that has been come after the original, they're not in stave technique. They're in what we call the latter technique. So it's only the original church which is a stave church. Because the other things that have been after is not in stave technique. It's what we call the latter technique. You can also see that it's lying.
Yeah, this one.
The plank is lying. And it don't in this one. Here is standing. Yeah?
You see three churches with the ropes, and are there bells? Is this for bells?
Yeah, this is for the bells because this is one of the few churches that you stay inside and call the bells. And you do it with the rope. Yeah.
Not standing here, but not there.
Well, many had asked me, but I don't know about there's going to be a kind of something around here. I don't know, but you can read some of the words, but not all of it. So I don't know the meaning by it. I don't know. But I do can read something here, of course, in Norwegian. And it then says, everybody those who works. And no,
Everybody what?
everybody those who works. And we can read the in Norwegian. But what's else going to be? Well, I don't know. But there should be a meaning, but I don't know what's it going to be.
What denomination is the church? Catholic, Lutheran?
No, Lutherans.
Lutheran.
Yeah. But we were Catholic before the Reformation in 1536. So this church has been Catholics that long as Lutherans. So half of the life for the church Catholics and the rest of the life Lutherans. Thank you very much for coming.
So, Marlon, is that a good sign? All right. We're going.
What is
This is another one of the big boats that cruise the southern fjord and the other fjords in Norway.
Jan gave us Ziploc. Everybody's making a sandwich. So if you want one, I'm full, but I did put 2 pieces of salmon between 2 pieces of bread and put it in a Ziploc. There's something to see. I know, when you said I don't feel like it now. It's so we're gonna eat somewhere.
Get a picture, Donna.
Oh, this is free or that's free? Young boy. You say 1, 2, 3 and I'll smile.
Yeah, from.
See that lake?
Then Joyce, where do you want me to sit? I wanted to
Maybe I'll be wishing I hadn't made it.
That lady.
Oh my God.
Easy.
A bug, right there. A bug. Kill it. I don't want it here. Not this way. Do you have the right time here? Is it 5 to 3? Which one here?
First bag, we take a shrimp.
22.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the train guide speaking on behalf of the Flom Railway. Welcome to a journey on the Flom line. From Flom station at the Aurlandsfjord, we now begin the ascent of the Myra station at 867 meters above sea level. Myrdal is the end station on the Flom line and also a station on the Bergen line. The Flom line is 20 kilometers long, and on our way up to Myrdal we will pass through 20 tunnels with a total length of 6 kilometers. The journey takes approximately 1 hour. Station Myrdal, an der Bergensbahn und Bewältigen dabei. Einen Höhenunterschied von 867 Metern. Die Strecke der Flombahn ist nur 20 Kilometer lang. Wir passieren auf unserer Reise nach Myrdal 20 Tunnels, die insgesamt etwa 6 Kilometer lang sind. Die Fahrtdauer eine Stunde.
That was a little toot. Look at the strawberries here.
Oh yeah, they're pretty popular in Norway.
Yeah, I can see them. My gosh, look at the patches of them. So they don't have flies here either, do they?
What? Oh, yes.
Flies. I mean, the doors and windows and everything stand open. Don't they seem to
Some
be?
place had a few flies.
Oh, well, yes. I can see.
Farmen at the farm. Too cool that.
Och en del av kommunen. Inbyggarna i Halmstad lever av jordbruk, turisme og offentlig tjenesteyting. The village of Longwood, 450 inhabitants, belongs to the community of Ireland that has 9. Det högre hotellet Flåmkyrkja som ble bygd i 1667 og står i Flåm gamle sentrum. Navnet Flåm betyr grassletta med bratte fjell og center of Flåm. De Flåmkircherett wurde l'église de Flåm construite en 1667. Elle est située dans l'ancien centre de Flåm. Le nom Flåm veut dire une prairie entourée de montagnes escarpées. Vattenfall Johannefoss, then
You got another check.
unidentified passport icon.
Oh, look at that.
There you got it.
Waterfall.
Apparently,
That's what he did.
I'm not sure. That's got me confused.
Plusieurs fois. Ici, la rivière est menée sur
Got some out of town.
Neste stasjon er Bergman, og plattformen er på høyre side. À la droite du train. Bergman est situé en mi-chemin.
Okay.
Picture, I just push the red button.
Auf der Straße auf einen entgegenkommenden Zug. Bitte nicht aufsteigen.
Has a bell on it.
De la ligne de Flåm la ligne de Bergen a été terminée en 1944. De la circulation provisoire avec les petits locomotives à vapeur a commencé en 1940. En 1944, l'électrification de la ligne a été achevée et depuis 1900.
On the corner, push the red. I want us.
You know, when you get back to Colorado, you could put a... Just look at here, Dwayne. Can you see it? Look at here, darling. Yeah. You're going to miss it.
Et vous allez avoir la vue à votre droite.
There they are.
Where?
On the mountain.
Au fond de la vallée, à votre droite, vous pouvez voir Cornwall, un chalet d'alpage. Celui-ci sert un obus. Gleich Stein hälsningar så långt. Och så solfestival avsnitt Halmstad. Suite à votre droite, vous allez voir la ligne de flambant 3 niveaux dans le bassin de 350 litres d'auteur. Le train court maintenant au 4e niveau. Au plus tôt, vous pouvez aussi monter le next stop
A
is
waterfall, a big waterfall. We open the big picture.
She's stopping, she's stopping.
Stop for 5 minutes.
We got a problem.
Yeah, they took it and kept it.
Just like
There goes the other train now.
Papa.
Hi!
Hey!
Oh, it's the baby buggy wagon. Look at this little sign outside. Baby buggy. They look all.
They don't want to wave.
No, they don't. I think it is. Oh my, that sounded terrible.
Oh, look at that pretty one there, Martha.
Martha.
Look at that one.
Look at this brick building here.
What's that?
If you're awake.
We're going through tunnel after tunnel. We're getting close.
We are now in Bergen, Norway, at the SS Norge Hotel in Ole Bowl Street. And that statue down there, I think, is Ole Bowl.
She went. Arnold, do a pose. Like Han. There you go. I don't hear the music though. That's a bar. That's a bar. Move right. Caught up with that, you know.
No, I'm not. Your pants is falling off, Martha. Look at that baby. Hello, Arnold. Don't steal the flowers. He's up there too. This is Arnold's picture. Are you going to stay there tonight? Yeah. Oh, good.
Good.
Mike and Sarah gave me one.
Close that. Look at it.
Good to have it. Real meat?
Yeah, well meat.
There's real
That's the one beer. There's one beer free on there.
What does that say, Arnold?
Right here?
Yeah, they said that were shrimp, but it's a shrimp. It's a different type of fish shrimp.
Yeah, I think it is.
However, what is that word?
Halvräcke. I don't know.
Is that shrimp? That's what I had that night. Never told me I didn't have shrimp.
Yeah.
Got ice on it.
You ran away with a carry. All right.
600 grams.
Und dann kauft man auch noch ein Lachsbrötchen.
Thank you.
I like it deep fried. Or else the little ones that are... And then I don't want them when they got that red cocktail sauce.
Are you gonna get some, Martha?
No.
Oh, I thought you liked it.
Ja, jag våldsamt dag. Dessvärre.
What do you got? Grapes. I got bean cherries. I wouldn't eat any of all.
Oh, there we go.
There they are. Hello. 1904.
Means in the languages.
Not our flag.
Pardon?
I want to go on that little... Get over there.
are they doing video? I think I'm just going to start to give you a very brief review of the handset here. I would organized here on the in general. The Hanseatic period here in Berlin started from about 1360 and lasted until 1754. The Hanseatic office was what it was called here in Berlin. And a lot of Hanseat, or mainly German merchants, settled down here on Wiggen to trade. And what they traded with was mainly this, what you see here, stockfish or dried codfish. How can you say? The room we are in now is a kind of working room where they prepare the fish for exportation. And there were a lot of work to do with this because there were a lot of different qualities of fish to sort out. For example, there were about 23 different qualities only of dried codfish, so that's quite much. And each market in Europe demanded different qualities, so that was very important work. This fish was usually fished up in the north of Norway, in the islands of Lofoten. Do you know this, the north of Norway? And they were dried there on racks during the winter time because the climate is quite dry there, so you can, it's quite particular up there for this way of conserving the fish. And you don't put any salt on it or anything, you just dry it. And we still do this up in the Lofoten. I've been there myself, and it's quite an amazing sight when they dry the fish up on there on the backs, and the nature is very beautiful too. And this way of preserving the fish, you can it will last for about 5 to 7 years. And if you're going to use it, when you're going to use it, you put it in water for several days, and then it swells out, and you can prepare it like ordinary fresh fish. And for now, we export quite much of this to Spain, where they use it for example, bacalao, you know this dish. And up in the north of Norway, it's quite usual to cut it up in small pieces as well, just like this, and eat it as a snack. But that's special for the people in the north of Norway. It's not quite usual here.
Uncooked? Uncooked, or
yeah, just like this dry. I never tasted it myself, but they say it's quite tasteful. They also made cod liver oil here, and that was used in the lamps at that time instead of electric light, of course. When they prepared the fish for transportation, they took the longest fish. They just put it together in a bundle in a way and put a rope around. But for the minor fishes, they put it into barrels like this and use this fish press to get as many as possible into one barrel. And around in this room, there are a lot of tools which they use for the different preparing of the sorting out or the making the cod liver oil. But there are explanations here if you want to come back later and read what they say. So, do any of you have any questions now? If not, we're going to just proceed further. And we will make a stop here in the just in front of the staircase here because there is something I want to show you. And this was a quite loose organization. They only had meetings when they found it for good and when not all the cities had to participate, only the one who found it for good to participate and so on.
And the most important city in this organization most of the time, that was Lübeck. This organization established 4 what is called offices in this area, and you had one in Novgorod, another one in Brugge in Belgium, one in London, and one in Bergen. And in these offices there were different merchandises which were most important. And here it was tar and fur. In Brugge it was textiles, clothes. London it was wool, and in Bergen it was the dried codfish or the stockfish. If we proceed further here now, I will show you on a very small map here a little bit how everything was organized at Brugge at this time. Oh, sorry. It's a very small place here. Did I show you? All along Brugge, what I forgot to say downstairs was that the handsets were only allowed to settle down at Brugge, not in the city, elsewhere in the city. Front house, and this was the dining room of the apprentices and the journeyman. The journeyman was a kind of a manager. He took care of and supervised the apprentices. Here they were having cold meals during the summer, because then they didn't have the time to go to Schøtstuen, this assembly hall, to eat, because they were working very much. And even the sources even say that they didn't sleep very much, about 3-4 hours each night in the most hectic periods. They had breakfast here during the whole year too. The apprentices were normally sitting around this table, and the journeyman was sitting there by himself, looking after the barrel of beer under there. So they were drinking beer at this time, so we had to supervise that. And they put water in the beer so that it would get a little bit more light too. This normally contained water. If you look up here in the ceiling, there are several fishes hanging here. There is one sturgeon. We don't know exactly how it got there, but with some trade from Russia sometime. We don't know exactly about that. But if you look at these dried codfishes here, they have still their head on in a way, unlike the others downstairs. And if you look at this one particular, it has a lump on his head. At this time, people thought that if the codfish had a lump on his head, this was a crown, so this was the leader of a shoal and a royal codfish. And if you caught this one, you would get a lot of fortune in fishing and so on. So the fishermen from the north dried this with their heads on, and they gave it to the handset as a bringer of luck in a way. What we now know is that this lump is a tumor of cancer, so the poor fish no crown.
They only knew what they were getting.
Yeah. These buckets here were normally were there in case of fire. They filled them with water in case of fire.
They leather?
Are
they leather?
That's leather. Yeah. And I told you that they were not allowed to use any kind of light or lamps here. But these lamps here are from a more recent period. The period of the German office here on Brugge was finished in 1754, and then the Norwegian office was established, and the Norwegian took more and more over. And they were not so strict with fire and light, as I just told you. They used lamps.
That's clean.
Yeah, very clean. Now is the office of the manager, and here inside is Hanseby, as we call it. He kept his book of accountancy. And as you can see, this room here doesn't have a function like keeping food inside or anything, because there is a window up there. So it was more like a way to show off that this person had money. And he received visitors here. And the visitors, when they came, first had to come get into the room of the dining room of the apprentices and the gentlemen. And through this little window here, you could look and see if you wanted to receive them or not. So it's quite arrogant in a way. During this time, the apprentices did the housekeeping here. They did the beds and the cleaning and everything. And if the manager needed help, he was just pulling this rope here, which is connected to a bell out in the corridor, and he made them come like this. Up here, you can see a seal, and on the right-hand side, you can see the royal codfish I just told you about. And on the other side, you can see half of the double eagle, which was the sign of seal of Riebeck, the most important Hansa town or city after during most of the time the Hanseatic leading system. And today this seal here is the seal of the local brewery here in Bergen, which is called Hansa. The local beer here is Hansa. So if you drink this beer, you will see this seal here on the glass. Through this window, the manager could keep an eye on these closets over here. And this closet kept his vicars, his bears and spiritus. And here there is a secret staircase which leads up to his summer bedroom on the second floor. And he probably had this staircase here as a way to keep his dignity, because he could go up and have a nap there without everybody noticing or seeing him. Of course, there are
whatever, huh? Have a nap or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Some say that it's here. This was a way for him to bring women in secrecy, but that's quite difficult to get them up here in this room secretly. Finnish Norwegian Union period when Norway was in union with Denmark. This period lasted for about 400 years, and. Here is the Danish flag, that's also from that period. It lasted until 1840, and we got our constitution. Here there is a coffin in iron, and there the manager kept the most important papers and money and very important stuff in case of fire. This would be the only thing remain to kind of fool the burglars. So. Room of the manager, and in this quite short bed, due to our time, he slept, and he was sitting while he was sleeping. Everybody were doing that at this time, and the reason why, there are several explanations for that. One of them is that people were quite superstitious at this time. They thought that only dead people straighten out, so you shouldn't do that because then you would be considered dead or bad things would happen to you. Another explanation is that there were a lot of epidemics at that time, like the tuberculosis, so people were, when they had to cough, it was better to sit. And another explanation, which is quite strange, but I heard it, and I have to tell you, because I think it's so strange, was that you have 4 systems of circulation in your body, and if you straight out, this will mix together and it will destroy the balance of your body. So, very strange ideas. You can see there is a small door here, and this leads out to the corridor. And as I told you, the apprentices did the housekeeping here at that time. They had to do the manager's bed and so on. And they were not allowed to get into his private rooms with without any special allowance. So they were to do his bed from outside in the corridor. On the other side here, this small room here, if you can see it, yeah, that's the manager.
Would he have a family back in Germany, or was
and they used to place it on a stick and they shot it with the arrows.
and the winner got the prize, the particular prize. He had to pay for a party for all the participants, so normally they let the richest one win. This room here is the bedroom of the apprentices, and this is quite awful, I think. In these beds they were lying 2 persons together. Can you imagine 2 persons in these small beds, and these ones are the worst. And the worst thing is that the journeyman shut the door during the night like this, and you can't open it from inside, so that gives at least me claustrophobia.
But warm. But warm. It kept them warm to be together.
Yeah, sure, yeah, too. I was about to say that, but also to prevent them from escaping. Yeah. So, but some of them managed anyway. So says the sources. So they escaped and ran over to the wine cave a little bit in that direction and late, got drunk, and then they were caught by the journeyman. Through this door here, the journeyman could even supervise them during the night. And there is another door here which leads into the summer bed of the manager. So during the summer, both of them could supervise these poor kids.
Is this where they slept in the summer too, and they slept someplace else in the wintertime?
You mean the apprentices?
Yeah.
No, they had.
All the time?
Yeah, all the time. There are not very many objects here. There are some coffins, and in them, they had all their belongings, which were not very much. And there are some drawings here on the wall, mainly German cities, and probably in case they got homesick. Not very much comfort. Over there is a diploma for apprenticeship. So if you manage to go through this period. Well, that's about it. The summer bedroom of the manager, and if you look up there in the corner, the secret staircase comes up from the closet downstairs. The bed, the principal's bed is of course the same all over. And inside here you can see there is a woman on the door here. And we don't know how this painting got there. Maybe it was the first director of the museum who placed it there because he had his own ideas. They were the ideas of this period. The museum started up about how to run a museum. You could place objects where he liked, and so on. We used to make a joke about this, that this is the first pin-up here on Brygge. What is most interesting here, I think, is this painting. We say Dahl, a Norwegian painter, because it shows pretty much how it must have looked like at Brygge during most of the period. As I told you, downstairs in the room with the map, there were a lot of tenements very close to each other, and we can see behind that there were 5 to 10 houses, and each of the tenement shared a hoist system like this and a little house like this, which was called a bramshus in Norwegian, and there they had toilets which went straight out to the sea. Because now we find ourselves in the last room of this seafront house, and there is no bathroom here, so they had to go out and do what they needed there. Here there was always a person guarding so that nobody not wanted got into the area. And as I told you, Norway was in union with Denmark until 1840, and this painting is from 1806, so we were still in union with them. This part of the city was Norwegian. Over here there are a few Bibles, German Bibles, very old ones. That's about it. The ropes going through the floors here, and they are parts of the hoist system of this house. And they lead up to a wheel up in the attic, and we can't lean out here because it's so dirty here now, but there is a wheel up there, and they use this to hoist up this rope and the merchandises. And downstairs, and these rooms here, and the room with the map, and behind there used to be storage rooms before, so that's where they put the merchandises. Or just shut it here. and that room is the same as the dining room of the apprentices and the journeyman downstairs. And you can see already that it's much smaller and it's not so beautifully decorated and so on. So this shows that the person who owned this seafront house was much richer than this one. Normally there wouldn't be an entrance here between the houses because they were competing units. There were normally entrances on the outside and staircases. And if you go walk around in the Bryggen area, you will see remains of these in some of the buildings.
So there was another set of managers, journeymen and apprentices?
Yes, yeah, it was
they were
the same.
just not as rich, no?
So, and not so many either, normally.
Okay.
So we will just pass through this room, and there is another room in the end there, which is just the same as the office of the manager. We will pass through that by that as well, because it's just the same as I explained downstairs. Well, this room here doesn't have very much connection with the period the Hanseatic office was here at Bryggen. It's from a more recent period. It's kind of a guest room for people who came from the surroundings of Bergen and traded with the people here on Bryggen, and who didn't have the possibility to return the same day as they came here. So it's a kind of guest room. The reason why I took you here actually is to show you a little bit how dark it must have been here during the period. Most of you are not Norwegian, and maybe you don't know about how harsh and how difficult the Norwegian winter can be, and how dark it is here during the winter, especially during December, when it's dark until here in Bergen until 10:30, and it's after 4 o'clock. Up in the north it's worse because the sun doesn't even rise, and it's cold to about 17 degree minus. Sometimes it can reach. I remember that last winter it was quite cold. They used to have this window, not this window up there, but this is covered because of other buildings. But if I turn off the light here, you can at least get a little idea of how dark it must have been here. And now we get light from both there and the corridor. Imagine yourself during the winter, as I told you, December, no light. And they came from, when they came from the Sjöstuna, where they had spent most of the day in the heat, and they had to leave their torches outside and find their beds in complete darkness. And it was cold. You can feel how cold it is now in the summer. So, well, that's about it. Is there anyone who has questions? Or? Thank you. Okay.
Maria kyrkan. Apparently some old graves here. I think they got it on record. I can't see now. Oh, let's see. Yeah, record. I see it. Looks like 1862.
shows the communal room that belonged to the Hanseatic merchants at the German office in Bergen around 1360 to 1754. Here they would have all their hot meals, celebrations, and ceremonies, and the fireplaces for iron stoves would keep them warm during the winter. In the cookhouse, the food was prepared over a long open fire. This is where they ate and entertained celebrities or whatever, dignitaries. Kept warm during the winter. I wonder if those original chandeliers and just converted to electricity. Fireplace. They did a certain amount of cooking there, but used for heat for keeping warm. Yeah, so, man, hard to believe that they would use some towels that length of time in that. Well, if they washed your hands real good first and that make sure they're clean so they weren't getting anything other than water on them, I suppose it would work, but this must be a big iron stove that they use for heat. Yeah.
How this is it?
Pardon? Yeah.
This is a stove.
Yep.
Whew, it's hot.
I hate.
17.
No idea where we're going here, but some little leadway. Ooh.
You want to take a look?
Huh? No, that's fine. And it just leads out to the outside there, but.
Was there any other one?
And one more. Dining hall. Meeting room. Another stove. Wash basin. Outside some shoestone. how the heck do you pronounce it?
Well, one. We are sitting in a Chinese restaurant. I guess it's June 20th. That's what the video says. Who knows? The way we've been running, we don't know what day it is.
And the other two
Not
couples,
right. Mr. Hanson.
We left.
and the other two couples don't want any.
They're going to eat sandwiches in their room. They're kind of, I guess, watching their pennies.
And they hope it is good.
He's looking, he's got the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's she got napkins.
Yeah, I'll take these back and say they changed them to Norwegian. This is Chinese napkin. And we will just change a couple of emblems on there and say that Norwegian. It says Bergen.
Yeah, you can
They wouldn't know the
you can always
difference.
say it's a Norwegian.
There's a ship on there. There's a sun.
It's a Norwegian.
And a tree.
Yeah, it's a napkin from Norway, that's for certain.
Oh, that's good enough.
It just happens to say, dum, 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 dum.
Igjen og igjen. Guds allmektige hånd bryter lenker og vannkraftens strøm fra himmelen. Jubeltoner kan høres i landet, for Nazareeren Jesus er her. Nådegaver han gir, syke helbredet blir, men i dag han det samme er. Ja, det er vekkelsesstund over landet. Jesu gjenkomst og døren er nær. Så lages ilden til en sjelende barn for Maria i hvite klær. Vil synge en sang om Jesus, for han har gjort meg så fri og glad. Han meg løste fra syndens lenke, nu går jeg hjem på Sions dag. Jeg er slett intet på jorden levet, jeg hører kun til en ringestand. Hvis i himmelen mitt navn er skrevet, og jeg er borger av himmelens land. Så mange prøver å bli store og kunne glimre i verdens krets. Jeg har kun én ting som jeg begjærer, at himmelporten åpen står. Jeg er slett intet på jorden levet, jeg hører kun til en ringestand. Men hist i himmelen, mitt navn er skrevet, og jeg er borger av himmelens land. Og jeg er borger av himmelens land.
Har sett noe, og det jeg har opplevd, det at
Herren Jesus Kristus, han har frelst en sjel. Han lever i dag, og jeg får lov til å leve i den friheten. Jeg får lov til å lære han å kjenne, jeg får lov til å gå med Herren, jeg får lov til å se at han virker gjennom livet, og at han setter inn i frihet, at han kan leve med glede og trygghet i hjertet, trygghet, for at Gud han elsker meg, og Gud er en sannhet, og det sanne lyset for mitt liv, det er Herren, og han lyser over livet mitt og gir meg glede. Amen.
En mektig kraft til frelse, for sjele finnes der. Som blikk av bare nåde, så fattig som du er. Hvorfor er du mismodig? Du spekk er jo full av vann. Av melk og honning flyter det skjønne løftets land. Med kors og barrikader og mulebytes liv, synger Herre halleluja, for Herren selv er med. Takk og lov. Om du i kampen sitter ned på taust og tett, så drikk av livets kjelde, da blir alt så lett. Det klarer dine øyne, det livet opp i din land. Det bryter sykdomslenker og løser vann på vann. Det klarer dine øyne, det livet opp i din land. Det bryter sykdomslenker og løser vann på vann. Du står ved gjerdets dør, da kan du bare svare ja. Og du blir frelst på Gud i dag. Ja, alle nå, så slipper han inn.
That's Jesus Christ, the Savior. Det står noen ord i Bibelen, Johannes evangelium.
June 21st in Bergen, Norway. Today we are going to be taking a ferry and going out to Halsney Island and meet some of Grandpa's and great-grandma's family, or where Grandpa Pete Fatlin and Grandma Maria Garcia Fatlin